Atlanta United Fan TV 1-0 win. We finally get back in the win column. Larry with the penalty goal, and we get a clean sheet. This is just completely night and day from the past three matches. But what did you think of the match?
Well, yeah, I'm feeling great, to be honest. Expectations going into the match, I was saying at the end of the last game, getting a point out of this would have been great. Dallas coming off a 3-game win streak. It looked like a different team out there tonight in a lot of ways. Really happy to see Meza back in the starting lineup. The guys, for whatever reason, were just so much more cohesive on defense with him back there. He really is a really vocal part of that back line. And like you said, Larry just doing what he does, being a leader for the team, doing the dirty work. And I mean, you could tell the last 10 minutes of that game, we were not losing that game. We were fighting, and yeah, I'm feeling great.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we don't want to get too carried away. This is, basically what's still 2 wins in the last 10. So yes, we still need to eat some humble pie for sure, but this is something that we can build on. And definitely, going into the match with the lineup, it was definitely something that I think had people surprised for sure. For me, I think I wasn't surprised because I put Gallagher in my match preview as the striker up top. I was probably the only crazy person that would have done that. But what were your thoughts on Gallagher and just the starting 11 that you saw?
Yeah, so Gallagher, Mr. Versatility. I mean, he's showing it again. To me, he's kind of the new Julian Gressel type character on the team, someone we got, in the draft and evaluated well, who can plug in a number of different roles. And I think it's encouraging because Adam John's not going to be able to do it up there on his own this season. So I was really impressed with his performance tonight. I mean, we were really attacking in the first half. We had space on the wings. We had 17 crosses in the first half. I mean, that's the Atlanta United we want to see. We want to see teams attacking in space and whipping balls into dangerous areas. And that's what we got to see tonight. It was a fun game to watch. I mean, I know we didn't score in the run of play, but it was an up and down game. And I think everybody had a specific role in that game. And also, I'm loving this extra sub to be able to see a guy like White come in who normally we wouldn't get to see play. Castillo we haven't seen in a while. I thought that was great. Remedi coming in late in the game and really breaking up play. There were a number of times where the ball's rotating into space and he recognizes and wins the second ball for us. And I just thought it was a real strong team performance. Like, that's what we need if we're going to start building and getting any momentum and making anything out of the season. It's going to take everybody on the field working. And I think we saw that tonight. You could see in the players' reactions after the game, this game meant something.
Definitely, yeah. And you saw, I think, as well, we didn't score in the run of play, but there were definitely a lot of, I think, almost chances. Remedi, with that almost chance that I think probably the one that he probably should have put away. I mean, it definitely is Remedi range for sure, but
yeah,
but he's
an opportunist. But you're not going to score if you're not in that position.
Yeah, for sure. And so, do you see, some promise not only from this match in that we can build it for Chicago, but also beating a third place team in the Western Conference? Well, albeit they didn't start 2 DPs.
Yeah, I mean FC Dallas has beat Sporting Kansas City, Colorado, and Houston in their last 3 games. Like, those teams are all good teams, and this kind of just shows this is what MLS soccer is. There's parity, like the level of parity in this league is unique, and we didn't have any designated players on the field today, and we were able to get 3 points. We've had some unfortunate hands dealt to us this season, but I mean, the guys that are on the team are working. And I think we really do have some young, exciting talent on the team to be excited about. If I was a manager who was looking looking to come on board, I see some young players on this team that you can really build a core foundation around.
Yeah, love to hear that. Yeah, so I mean, we do have a team that I guess are kind of mired in the same kind of spots that we are in the Eastern Conference. How do you see that match going against Chicago Fire this weekend?
I haven't seen their game today. I know they were up at one point. I think it's just gonna take more of what we saw today. It's gonna take everybody on the team coming out on the, when you step onto the field, you're taking that accountability. You're gonna do whatever it takes to win. That was to me the difference maker today. Like, people getting stuck in on tackles. We were winning 50-50 balls. That intensity, from Escobar was there, but it was channeled. It wasn't like he was just going off at the referee during the run of play. Like, he was dialed in, and he won his duels when they mattered. If everybody does what they know how to do, all the players on our team are good players. Like, just do what you're born to do. You're born to play soccer. Just go out and play. Like, we have solid players, and the team's going to improve. We're bringing in more players.
Yeah. And so really the question at the end of the day is, I mean, obviously it's going to be where the person who scores might be just a wild card each night for sure, but it's whether we can put the ball into the back of the net. And so, hopefully that's where, we can build on it into the run of play where we can score, but we've shown that we can keep a clean sheet against a pretty dangerous side. So, lots to build on.
I think to your point, it could be a rotating cast of players. The important thing, though, is that one of those central midfielders who's sitting behind Rossetto, or whether it's Remedi or Lorenowitz, we can't have everybody go forward. Someone's still got to recognize that a lot of the teams in this league are lethal on the counterattack, and it seems like we're starting to see a little bit more discipline in the midfield. We're not just pouring numbers and forward. And when we do lose the ball, at least recently tonight, we weren't losing it in dumb spots on the field. So, I mean, to me, it's encouraging having Jeff back there. Kind of has a calming presence on the team. We have 3 points. We've got something to build off of, and it's going to be a slugfest till the end of the season, no doubt. Like, there's 8 to 10 teams in the East that are all going to be fighting for a playoff spot.
Definitely. It's going to be very interesting at the very least end of the season. So appreciate your time. I'll talk to you later.